the war over the KG-D6 capex, which continues as Mukesh Ambani isn't willing to let go of a single penny invested in the prolific KG-D6 gas fields. And so, in a rare instance of sorts, the older Ambani has locked horns with the government over cost recovery. Reliance Industries had initiated arbitration against the oil ministry and also moved the Supreme Court, and there now seems to be some softening of stance by the government, which is willing to appoint an arbitrator finally. Nithya Balakrishnan joins us with the details on this story. Nithya, what has been the move by the government, and does this signify a climb down of sorts by the oil ministry?
That's right, a rare case where Mukesh Ambani decided to take the oil ministry heads on. In fact, RIL had approached the Supreme Court just a few weeks ago against the government's inaction in appointing an arbitrator as far as cost recovery from KG-D6 was concerned. Now, RIL had issued a notice to the oil ministry way back in November 2011 and had said that their proposed investment into KG-D6 was $5.5 billion. But remember, the government had restricted cost recovery by up to $1.4 billion, which was why RIL did issue that arbitration notice in November. Now, earlier the government did say there was no divergent of views as far as cost recovery was concerned. They were just trying to get some clarity on this particular clause. But after the Supreme Court intervention, the government backtracking, the oil ministry stating that as far as it's concerned, the views on cost recovery completely differs from RIL. They've agreed to appoint an arbitrator shortly, and what we're given to understand from sources is that the process could take place as early as 2 to 3 weeks from now. But clearly a backtracking of the oil ministry stand, and in one way almost a giving in to RIL's demands, because the company has been maintaining that an arbitration process is absolutely essential to solve the differences as far as cost recovery from KG-D6 goes.